Hello, guys. I'm sorry we haven't posted. We've been so busy, but we're gonna start posting more. So, yeah. Before I start this story time, I'm just gonna give you an update, I guess. After that hickey prank I did on my boyfriend, we were good after that, but, things haven't been, too good between us right now, but we're working on it, and it was crazy because we got in this big fight, yesterday, and it was weird because, I'm sorry if you don't believe in God or anything like that. I'm not, trying to get you to believe in him or anything like that. I'm just, saying my experience. I was just praying last night, God, if you, help me with the, help us, help us, I will make a video and, I will post it and, tell everyone about this. And, I've been telling people about it, and, it's just crazy because, you heard me because, we stopped fighting and, we were good. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that. But this story time is about things that have been happening. It's just, paranormal and stuff. So, let me give you, a background story. When I was, not me. When my dad was younger, him, probably a teenager, maybe around my age, he and his friends played with a Ouija board. So, as you know, Ouija boards are supposed to, summon demons and, or ghosts or whatever, and most of that isn't good. So, they played with it, and he said that nothing was really happening, but when they asked it, nothing was it wasn't moving the piece. So they asked it, they were like, if something's really here, do something that will make us believe that it's here, you're here. And the board, that piece you move was on the board, okay? The board flew across the room. They were in the garage, so it flew across the garage, and usually when something is on a board and the board moves, the piece will fall off. The piece stayed in that same exact spot on the board the whole time, and they didn't even push the board. The board just flew, so the piece stayed on it the whole time, which is so weird. It should have fell off, and first of all, how'd the board even fly across the garage? I don't know. It even hit the garage door and everything. So yeah, that happened, and my dad said after that, weird stuff was happening. I'm not sure what, he didn't really tell me what, but I think it followed him because every time I'm with my dad, I've lived with different family members. I haven't always lived with my dad. So when I was with those other family members, nothing happened. I was fine. I didn't experience anything paranormal. Every time I lived with my dad, something would happen. We've moved in 3 different houses. The first house was the house I was born in, when I was born in, and that house was always weird. Weird stuff would happen all the time. When I was little, I don't remember this, but my dad told me about it, but when I was 3, he was giving me a bath, and he was getting me out of the bath, and he was drying my hair off, and the bathroom door was open, and so the tub was like this, and I was facing the door, and the door was open, and then outside the door was the hallway, and then it was the hallway, and then right across was my room. So I was he was drying my hair, And I said, stop it. And he said, stop what? Like, I'm drying your hair. And he like started drying it again. I said, stop it. He said, Lexi, what are you talking about? Like, who are you talking to? I pointed over his shoulder and I said, him. Oh my God, my dad turned around so fast. He said he was so scared. Like, he was scared to turn around, but he turned around and no one was there. So he didn't know who I was saying stop it to or what I was talking about, but apparently I pointed at some guy, but no one was there. And I guess when kids, like babies and dogs, can see things, I guess. So I don't know. So yeah. And another time, I had this next door neighbor. We grew up together. She was my age. I'm not gonna say her name because like I don't know if she would want her name said. Like, I don't talk to her anymore. Like, nothing happened. We kind of like grew apart. But I grew up with this girl, and she would come over all the time. We would always play. Okay, this scares me, and it didn't even happen to me. My dad was on the couch in the living room. So on the couch, it's like the couch, right? And then, this is in the same house, by the way. It's the couch, and then there was this like doorway. Like, it was like that, but it wasn't a door. Like, say that door wasn't there, it was like that. And then it was like there was like another like front room, I guess you would call it, I don't know. And then there was a hallway that you could like see. Like, you could see through the door, and then there was a hallway. So my dad told me I wasn't allowed to run in the house because when I was younger, I had fell and hit my head from running, and like there was a hole in my head, and that's a whole nother story. But yeah, he didn't want me running in the house. So she had came over. My dad was laying down on the couch. He thought we were inside because he heard laughing, and he heard like, okay, around that corner, when girls run, or like when you run, your hair like kind of like, it like flies back because like the wind or whatever. So he saw hair like around the corner, like hair, like I was running, and it sounded like I was running, and he said, Lexi, stop running. And usually when he says something, like I'll say something back like, oh, sorry, Dad, or like, okay. I didn't say anything back. And he heard laughing. And so he got up, went to my room. We were not in the house at all. We were outside playing. And my sister was out there too. So no one was in the house except for my dad. And he swears up and down, like to this day, like he thought we were in the house. And we had came back inside, and he was like, were you out there the whole time? And I was like, yeah, like we've been outside like all day. And he was like, oh my God, like he was scared. So I don't know. But then my own experience, this is what I remember. My dad had met his girlfriend that he has now a couple years ago, and she has a son. He when I met him, he was like 1 or like just turning 2. So I mean, he really like, I don't think he really talked. Yeah, he wasn't talking yet like that well, but he was learning colors and stuff. So he had these cards, and they had like colors on them, and he would always like show like when he wanted like you to like say them, he would like show them to you, and like you'd like say the color. So he like would do that like with me, my sister, or like his mom, or like my dad. Okay, one time I was watching him by myself, and it was like evening time, like maybe 6 or 7, I don't know. The sun was like about to go down. Well, not really. There was probably like an hour left before the sun went down. So I was on the couch in the living room watching TV. He was on that step, like where that doorway is, there was a step, and he was like sitting on that step. And he was showing me the cards, and like I was saying the colors. Okay. I look over at him. He wasn't facing me, like he was facing the other way, like his back was towards me. He's like holding the card up like he's showing someone else the card, like to say it. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, what are you doing? And then I just got this feeling like of fear, like I just got scared. And so I just picked him up and I went outside and we just like, I like took him to the park because like I was not trying to be in that house. Like it just scared me so bad. Like I was not trying to mess with it, so we left. And that was so scary to me. And I'll tell you one more thing that happened in that house. This one isn't scary. This doesn't scare me. This actually like kind of like comforts me in a way, I guess. I know it comforted my mom and my dad. This story is actually like so cool to me, honestly. Okay, when my mom was 8 years old, her mom died in a car wreck. And her mom used to smoke cigarettes. So her mom had this cigarette case and it said her name on it. So when she died, my great grandma, her mom, had kept it. So one year for Christmas, I was probably 4. Yeah, I was 4 because my sister was no, I was 5 because my sister was 1. And she had like just started walking and stuff. We didn't know who my mom's mom was. We thought her mom was my great grandma. But yeah, we didn't know who my mom's mom, we didn't know who that was. So one year for Christmas, it was that year, I was 5. We go to my grandma's house and my grandma had pulled my mom to the side and she was like, look, I want to give you this, like you're old enough now. And it was a cigarette case. And me or my sister didn't see her give that to her. Like we were playing with our toys. So we didn't see that at all. And my dad has OCD, so like whenever we get home, like he like makes sure everything's in the trash, like all the trash is in the trash, like he throws all the bags away. She had put that case in a bag. So we got home, my dad had just threw everything away. The dumpster guy came and like took the trash to the dump. Okay, my mom goes to my dad. Me and my sister had our own playroom, so we were in there. My mom goes up to my dad and goes, hey, have you seen my mom's cigarette case? And my dad goes, no, where'd you put it? And she said, I put it in a bag. When my mom said that, my dad's heart like sunk because he had just threw all the bags away. And he was like, oh no. So he told my mom, and my mom started bawling, like she was freaking out. And my dad goes, oh my gosh. So he's like, I'm gonna go to the dump. So he calls up my Uncle Dane, and he was like, hey, we need to go to the dump right now. We need to try to like find this like cigarette case. Like he was really gonna go to the dump and like look through all the trash to find that. Like how sweet is that? So he was on his way. Like he was in the truck like leaving. He was about to go pick up my uncle. My sister, I was playing with my toys. I wasn't even looking at my sister. My sister comes out of the toy room, goes to my mom, and just hands her the cigarette case. She had no idea what my mom was looking for. She had no idea what my mom was talking about. Like my mom didn't even say anything to my sister at all. Like we weren't paying attention. My sister was 1. She just hands my mom the cigarette case. And my mom goes, where did you find that? Like who gave that to you? My sister goes, Grandma told me where it was. What? Like, literally, like, that brings, like, that is, like, what? How crazy is that? And my mom hadn't, like, we were at our house, so it's not like my great-grandma told her. It was my mom's mom that told her, I think. And that is so cool to me. Like, what? She literally said, Grandma told me where it was. Like, what? So, yeah. Okay, that was all the stories I'm gonna tell today because I don't want this video to be too long. So if you want more stories or, you know, stuff like this, like and comment, or like comment what you want us to do. Like when I try to go to Ulysses, we'll try to do challenges and stuff. So yeah, comment what you want us to do or talk about, and we'll do it. Like, we might not be together, like it might be one of us, but we'll still talk about it or like do it. So just comment and like and subscribe.